Okay. How to know when to use? So the answer is very simple. You need to go into the notes lah that I give it to you. That is macam silly punya answer lah. But the technical perspective is actually you look into the objective. What to use and apa tadi you tanya? What to use and when to use. Yeah. So to answer this question, you need to understand about your scale measurement. And then you need to answer about the data. So the scale measurement will be either your data is numeric or ataupun categorical. And then your data is normal ataupun tak normal. And then the most important thing is actually, the most important lah, bukan nombor satu dengan nombor dua. Nombor satu paling utama, objective. Whether you want to find the differences ataupun you nak find association or you want to find the correlation. So this is the answer that you need to answer first before you can perform any analysis. For example, if I want to know whether there is a difference, so you know already, the differences need to look at the scale of measurement, whether the data is normal or not normal, whether the data is numeric or not. What you want to compare, contoh, I want to compare the level, so level is numeric. You want to compare what against what? I want to compare the level of readiness between male and female. So that is a comparison. So comparison, you need to use the t-test. If the data is not normal. If the data is not normal, you cannot use that. So the first one is the categorical and not categorical. And then the data normal and not normal. And then the next one, actually, one of the another important components that you need to answer by yourself is actually what and how many groups. How many groups? How many groups ni maksudnya berapa kumpulan. If it is equal to 2, then you use the independent sample t-test. If it is equal to 1, then you know it is 1 sample t-test if the data is normal. If it is more than 2, then you know that this is the ANOVA. If you know that this one is measuring the before and after, this is the PET sample t-test, which is we not cover it yet. Ada satu tertinggal sebenarnya. Selepas menjawab soalan kawan kita ni tadi, baru saya tahu kita tertinggal satu lagi, iaitu PET sample t-test, which is not, we do not have that data, but I just want to simulate it to you after this. Saya menjawab soalan ke puan? So kalau katakanlah you ada data, you need to be very clear what kind of objective that you want to achieve. Contohnya anda memang nak lihat perbezaan atau perkaitan. Remember, dalam you punya syllabus, you only consider these two. You never look into the most advanced lah. Most advanced contohnya, what is the significant fit model. Ni tak adalah. Ini kalau nak pakai regression. Then you will look into that. What is the model fit? All these things adalah consider, kita panggil multivariate lah. Ataupun lebih daripada satu variable. Okay, yang ini you belajar kat sekolah pondok. Differences and association or differences and correlation. That's all. Contoh, saya ambil contoh paling senang. Saya nak bagi awak satu trick question. Walaupun saya dah bagi tadi, saya bagi lagi satu. Boleh ya? Please find it for me whether there is a difference or not between the answer of the statement 2 among male and female. Answer that one. Differences of answering statement 1 and 2. Sorry, statement 2 and gender. Ada tak difference? What is the difference? There is different or there is no different? Please answer that one. Cuba try to answer this question. So the question is very simple. The difference of answering the statement 2. So the statement 2 is actually the B2. As I give you the hint over here, the B2 and the gender. So you already guessed this, the chi-square. You said already the t-test is wrong. Then I said it is chi-square. Then the answer will be how you want to mechanically move your hand and prove it to me the answer. It will be like this. Analyze descriptive statistics cross-stat. Even though this technique is meant for measuring the association, it also can be used to measure the difference. Okay? Itulah sebenarnya nak cerita. Sebab saya tahu ramai yang tak buat macam tu, ataupun ada yang buat tapi mungkin silap. Ada yang buat ke? Kalau you buat macam tu, that mean you are very good lah. Betul apa yang you buat. So you masukkan apa yang dipanggil sebagai B2 inside the column, and then you insert another one will be the A1, which is the gender, and then you ask for the statistics chi-square at the top of the statistics radio button, and then you can click OK lah. Saya tak generate version ni sebab nak tunjukkan kepada ketuan dan perempuan cara nak tahu whether there is a difference between the statements of yes and no, male and female. So you can see over here, the value is 2.625 and you've got the A subscription over there, superscript. So you know already there is no violation because there is no cells expected count less than 5. So therefore you can use the Pearson chi-square. So based on this, you got 0.105 which is less than or more than. It is more than alpha, there is no difference. Maksudnya tidak ada beza antara lelaki dan perempuan yang menjawab statement 2. Faham je? Ini contoh kalau you ada data yang dalam bentuk categorical, that you want to know exactly each one of the question. Ini contoh lah sahaja nak bagi kamu berfikir sebentar dan sejenak untuk menjawab soalan-soalan berikut. Baik, saya bagi lagi satu soalan. Boleh ke? Boleh. Is there, okay, tadi soalan yang tadi dah jawab belum? Soalan yang race tadi dah jawab belum? Race tadi. Race. Kalau soalan race tadi tuan-tuan dan puan-puan jawab, mari kita just look and see what is the outcome so that we can also discuss whether it is correctly done and performed or not. So I'm going to use the syntax only. And then I can see that we got the 3 cells expected count less than 5. 3 cells expected count less than 5, which is accumulated of the more than 20%. And therefore you can see over here, the Pearson chi-square cannot be used. Then we need to use the Fisher-Isaac. Fisher-Isaac is not there, produced by the SPSS. Then we need to use the next one, which is the likelihood ratio. Yeah, pandai ya. Likelihood ratio will be 0.789. So this is more than alpha. Therefore, we are going to say that there is no significant association between the race and the percentage of readiness. So kita boleh tengok juga pada nominal by nominal by the symmetric measures whether there is a significant association or not. So the value will be more than 0.05. There is no significant association, and the value also is less than 0.2. That means the association is considered negligible. Faham kan? Positive negligible association. So itulah contoh jika tuan-tuan dan perempuan ada data, tuan-tuan dan perempuan nak buat pakai correlation ke, nak buat pakai chi-square. So the answer will be macam yang saya tunjuk. Maknanya kalau anda nak buat association antara DV dengan A1 iaitu gender, you use the chi-square. Faham ya? Kalau you nak buat DV dengan A2, you pakai chi-square jugalah. Kalau you nak buat DV dengan A5, you nak pakai apa? You pakai, bukan, you pakai correlation sebab you dah ada A5 dengan DV. Sebab DV you tu adalah numeric. Faham tak? So not necessarily semua kena di chi-square kan? Tak. Mana yang boleh pakai correlation, pakai correlation. Mana yang memang tak boleh nak buat correlation, that's why you need to use the alternative which is the chi-square. So the chi-square ni adalah memang nama chi-square tu adalah a non-parametric test ya. Untuk makluman tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, chi-square as factual, it is a non-parametric. Tak payah cerita apa itu chi-square pun. Chi-square is actually a non-parametric test. Dia memang non-parametric. Okay? Jelas ya? Okay. So now I end up my conclusion will be. So ada lagi satu yang saya kena cerita kepada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. I'm so sorry because it is not being arranged on the top. Actually the last chapter is actually pet sample t-test lah. Pet sample t-test. Pet sample t-test is actually measuring the differences between different time in similar IDs. Dengan kata lain, measure pre and post. Okay, ini adalah contoh t-test. Pet sample t-test, or we call it as a dependent sample t-test. Contoh. I just give you an example because there is no data available, but I just want to see whether there is a difference between the sexual intimacy punya year dengan sexually inactive. Contohlah, katakan ini adalah tahun sebelum dan selepas ya. I want to see whether there is a difference or not. So I can perform that one using the analyze, compare mean, pet sample t-test. Nampak kan? Pet sample t-test. And then after that you are going to insert the A9 as the pre. Ini contoh ini pre. Kemudian sexually inactive example as a post. So itu adalah contohlah pre and post. This is only an example sebab kita tak ada data pre and post benar. So saya nak simulate sahaja kepada tuan-tuan dan perempuan. So I'm going to declare and give some disclaimer over here. Pet sample example A9 is considered pre and then A10 is considered post. Okay. So the t-test will be as follows. So anda akan analyze dan run. So after you run, then you will get years of intimacy pair is 11 and then the post will be 3.8. So ini yang kita katakan whether there is a difference or not adalah based on the pet sample t-test. So this is the test. 3.984, and then this is the statistical value lah, which is less than or more than. Yeah, this is significant. So this is less than alpha. And then sebab dia adalah menunjukkan nilai 0.0000 ni, saya perlu bagi teguran juga sebab kebanyakan ILKKM student wrongly use this one. Contoh, if you write something like this, it's wrong. You cannot do like that. If you want to interpret the data just now, you should write something like this. Okay, faham? You cannot write that one because that one does not give any values for the statistical understanding. Therefore, you have to approach whether you use the symbols that I showed you just now, or you can use the exact value. In this case is 4.83 times by the time minus the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then by the power of 5. Itu salah satu cara lah. Either you want to use this value as I use this one. The first one is correct. The second one also can, which is 4.83 exponential minus 5. This one also is acceptable. Other than this, is not. Okay. If you do like this, it's wrong. Kalau saya jumpa you buat macam ini, mungkin saya hadiahkan awak air zam-zam lah. Okay, jangan buat macam ni tau. It's wrong. Okay, pardon? Okay, so apabila you telah siap benda-benda yang saya tunjuk ini, maka you must also remember that we have another one example to make a differences test to compare if the data is not normal. So just now saya tunjukkan data yang normal kan. So now let us discuss about another one, which is the data is not normal. So if the data is not normal, then you have to do something like this. Anda akan pergi kepada analyze. You are going to go for the non-parametric, and then you are going to go for the legacy dialog, followed by the two related samples. Semua ada dekat situ. Then the design, if you can see over here, is look like the same. Betul tak? Sama kan? Macam pet sample t-test. But the difference is you need to insert it inside the variable 1. Example, A9 is the pre, and then A2 is the post. And then automatically it will identify as Wilcoxon rank sum test. And then you can click the paste button to generate the syntax. And you can go for the syntax editor to run the analysis. After you run the analysis, you will get this thing, whether you have the mean rank of before and mean rank of after. However, this one dia punya p-value is less than 0.05. Therefore, we are going to conclude that there is a significant increase or decrease. You boleh tengok lah dekat sini kan, daripada 12 menjadi 13. Tapi tak tepat sebab ini mean rank. The things that you need to report when using the Wilcoxon rank is actually reporting the median and IQR. Betul tak? So how you want to present that one? As simple as you can just go to the analyze, descriptive and frequency, and then you reset everything and then insert the A9 and also A10. After that, ask the statistics will be median and quartile. That's all. We no need to do the filter. Why? Because we measuring the different variable. The pre, the post. The all, the pre, the all, the post. So, kalau anda tengok kat sini, kita tidak ada pun menggunakan sort. Tengok, ada tak yang saya gunakan sort macam yang atas? Jawapan dia tidak ada. Yang ni, sort cases by ni tak ada. Betul? Kita run straight away. Itulah beza dia dengan tuan-tuan dan puan punya analisis sebelum. Sebab sini kan, years of intimacy is pre, years of sexual inactive is post. Example lah. So, the median is from 8 into 2, or the percentile from 4 to 1, and then the 75 percentile is 16 to 4.25. So, maknanya, dia ada berlaku significant change of decrease. Faham kan? Dia berkurang ya. Okay, so far so good. Okay, that is for 5 minutes. So that's wrap up everything. So if you have any question that you want to ask, you can ask. If you do not want to ask now, you can ask later on. If you ask later on also can. If you have a lot of questions with regard to your study, I may ask you to ask your supervisor first. And then you can get a second opinion from my side lah. Saya harap sangat you all apa-apa refer dulu pada SV. Sebab SV much more understand lah of your, yes. Call saya berbunyi bergegar. Bergegar handphone ku menjawabkan. Hello? Hello? Ya.
Do you know the song? Wait, dia boleh nyanyi ke? Lepas tu?
Betul lah, betul jawapan.
Saya tahu.
Okay, that's all. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to go. Sorry, I ada kelas pula dengan student saya yang diploma 4 sampai pukul 6. So, yelah. Tapi nak buat macam mana kan? Esok cuti kan? Esok cuti, so saya kena buat kelas lah. Kalau tak buat kelas.
I thought memang dia orang punya jaga penang.
Tak, saya kena buat kelas gantian, kelas itu, kelas ini. Saya memang overwhelming of all these things, which is I love to do that. No problem. Tak adalah, bagus, biasa je. Kerja macam tu lah.
Masuk pula kelas apa? Kelas doktor epidemiologi.
Saya ada kelas untuk EHRU, Environmental Health, Urban Analytical Environment, something like that lah, bla bla bla, pasal no, they need to learn lah. But of course lah, sometimes they are not clever or they clever, also kita kena cleverkan je lah.
Sebenarnya apa?
Saya sebenarnya background Bachelor Environmental Occupational Health, or known as Environmental Health lah. Environmental Health.
Tapi pergi go to statistik.
Tak, saya statistik ni adalah hobi.
Oh, hobi.
Hobi ya. Saya punya statistik hobi. Saya punya PhD Mechanical Engineering buat IoT, Computer Programming, bla bla bla. Itu adalah masa lapang. Macam itulah. Hobi statistik.
Jadi memang
Dia macam
kita
matematik tak tahu nak
Macam mana?
memang kita
apa kan?
Sama je lah. Geek dan nerd Oh, lain macam Okay, so saya akan sharekan all the data and you can have it by your own. And then the apa nama ni? Tolong remind saya lah ya untuk apa ni? Allah Sayyidina Muhammad, untuk saya publish the videos. Okay, kalau saya dah habis nanti publish the video, saya akan bagi tahu tuan-tuan dan puan-puan lah. Sebab saya ada kelas dengan student ni untuk belajar GIS pula, Geospatial Statistics. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you again next time.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Puan. Thank you for your invitation. Okay, thank you.
Bolehlah kau
Yeah.
abang kita juga sebelum
Nanti awak tolong tuntut nanti saya report.
Nak buat apa je?
tak sudah bagian itu.
Sini.
Kamu cari dengan itu.
Okay, cari dengan okay.
Behave, Aruna, behave.
Oh, okay. Nak open lah. Okay. Kita orang marah. Orang kali.
Oh, sekali lagi ada bini marah.
Apa dia?
Tadi tak ada lelaki lagi.
Bini marah? Jangan bagi tahu lah. Kalau bagi tahu kantor. Okay, see you again Sorry sebab saya tak sempat nak ambil gambar, ambil lah. Kalau tak nak, tak apa.